yearn for you. Every day I wake, God, I burn for you. Yearn for you, yearn for you. Every day I wake, God, I yearn for you.
Yeah, so the beat was created before the song, and you know, it was just something that I was just doing, just in the process of creation. And I you know, created the track and produced the track, and had been sitting on it for a while, a few months, just trying to figure out the best use for it. And Sid Carter crossed my mind, and so I hit up Sid. He actually came through one time and showed him a few tracks, and landed on a couple of them that I sent to him, man. And he ended up, you know, choosing this one, saying that he really caught a vibe to it, and came to the studio, man, and we just tried to vibe out. It was cool because the original session that we had, man, it was probably a 3-hour, 4-hour session, and half of that time was spent just talking about the word, man, just talking about what God was doing in our lives and what God was showing us. And you know, at the time, he was, you know, taking Sid through some things similar to what he was taking me through, and it really centered around being on fire for the Lord, you know, and committing ourselves in devotion to God and just being on fire for him, man. And so Sid was the one who came up with the concept of Burn For You, and, you know, started writing the lyrics and the melodies, and shoot, man, it turned out to be a super dope song, man.
Burn for you, burn for you. Every day I wake, gotta burn for you, yearn for you, yearn for you. Every day I wake, gotta yearn for you, burn for you, burn for you. Every day I wake, gotta burn for you.
Burn For You is really just about, you know, daily walking out and living a life of passion, you know, passion for Christ. And this last probably year or two, God has just been showing me like what that looks like. You know, love is sacrificial. Love doesn't boast on its own, but love it goes out and it's a sacrificial thing. And in Scripture it tells us to like live, be a living sacrifice that's holy and acceptable to the Lord. So I think about like how over the years, I mean, the church has done great at gathering, but it's been like discipleship, it's been mentorship, it's been it's not the sexiest part of like walking out our faith, right? And so this last year, God has been leading me to like be on fire in my devotion and how I'm pouring into others, pouring into students, mentoring and discipling students, and doing the things that's not conventional and convenient all the time. And so when I'm thinking about, you know, burning for the Lord and writing this music, I'm thinking about, man, Lord, what were the ways that when we look at the life of Jesus, what were the ways that he got uncomfortable? What were the ways that he showed us and how he really loved people in a way that drew them to the Lord? And so that was really what was on my mind when I'm thinking about, like, man, how do we burn for the Lord outside of what's flashy, outside of what people see? Often it was the things that you did not see that Jesus said that this is how you do this, and fast in secret, you know, pray in your closet. You know, when you give, don't let the left hand show you what the right hand is doing, right? There's this whole thing about being on fire for the Lord being something that's not always out in the forefront, but it's something that people may not see, may not get credit or reward for openly, but God always sees you. He always sees you. He knows everything that you do, and he uses those things to really impact people's life. And so that's what we want to show, just in the song, encouraging the song, and just show visually as well.
So I meditate, pray, in the fruit, start to vegetate. Stay attached to the vine till I levitate, till I'm seated in places.
Yeah, so this is gonna be actually the third single that I release, and the album will drop January 17th, 2025. You know, and for me, man, it's just a culmination of a few things. One, it's a culmination of my experience that I had visiting South Africa and seeing the beauty of the country, but more importantly, experiencing the beauty of the people. And you know, just being so inspired by their music, man. Amapiano and Afrobeats music, man. It's just so, it's just such a moving music. That's the easiest way I could explain it. It just moves me in a different way that no other music has. And up to this point in my life. And so just wanting to represent them well, honor them without appropriating them. And so, like really, conferring with a lot of my friends, my South African friends, like, hey man, like, is this okay? Is this good? On the album, I speak in Zulu, I sing in Zulu a couple of times, and I want to make sure that I'm enunciating my Zulu properly and stuff like that. And so, it's something that I can be very happy about. But then also on top of that, man, it's just the journey that I've been on spiritually. God calling me to be completely devoted to Him and totally satisfied in my obedience to Him. And so, for me, man, like that's the reason I named the album Complete Devotion, because this is me showing my journey of what that looks like to me. What does complete devotion mean? And so all of these songs on this album really tap into what that looks like to be completely devoted to God.
When I think back on it, it ain't by my works, it's your grace, can't flaunt it. It ain't on my own, it's your fire that's refining. The enemy was into me, the lies that was blinded. Opened up my eyes, saw the lamb and the lion of Judah. This praise is the way I maneuver my tutor. The spirit got me preaching like a biz on my tutor. Being marked as a threat, but I'm